What's up guys, my name is Nicole and I like to do fashion DIYs, and in today's video I am going to be going through this pile of clothing that I have collected from my closet, and I'm going to be doing some simple alterations to upgrade them to keep them in my closet for a little bit longer. Before we get started, if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button down below if you would like to see more fashion DIY content. Okay, starting with this Denim Bustier top that I purchased years ago from Forever 21, I've always contemplating removing this seam to make it more of a crop top, since that's a little bit more my style. So to make that happen, I'm going to use my seam ripper to remove all of these stitches. This did take some time since there were multiple rows, including a cover stitch. But eventually it looked like this, and when I couldn't remove any more seams, it was time to go in with my scissors, trimming both ends. So now that it is cropped, I am just going to go in and clean up the raw edges by trimming any excess threads. I decided to leave it as a raw hem, but a few of these side seams got removed while I was seam ripping, so I will go back with my machine and re-stitch those sections back down. To do that, I am going to use this matching denim thread. And then I just followed the existing stitch line to try to camouflage it as best as I could. So this is the final result. I actually love this two-tone detail at the hemline. I also think it gives it a little bit more personality. Next, I'm moving on to these Topshop cropped wide-legged moto jeans. They have a lot of potential, but I would like to lengthen them and remove this panel to give them more of a straight leg effect. First, I'm going to seam rip the hem. Once that's complete, it gave me an additional 2 inches in length. Now I'm going to move on to seam ripping this panel out. I just had to trim off the top before pinning my sides. Little button down embroidered number. I don't wear this top nearly as often as I should, but mostly because of this weird ruffle neckline. It's not really my thing, so I'm going to remove it. To do that, it's pretty self-explanatory. I am going to start with seam ripping the hem off. I swear this whole video is me seam ripping things. Okay, it already looks so much better, but in the process of seam ripping, I did break this elastic free, which I will have to re-secure, as well as the straps and buttons. To adjust the straps, I will have to reattach. But to start, I'm going to finish the neckline just by doing a single folded hem. This is also when I will re-secure the elastic at the shearing panel. I am also going to reattach the straps at this point as well before securing everything with a straight stitch. Once it was complete, the last thing I had to do was hand sew my buttons back in place. Here is the final result. Now that annoying ruffle is gone, I can actually see myself getting more wear out of this top. And last but not least, I have this pair of red linen pants from Aritzia that I was contemplating on selling, but the only thing wrong with them was the waist being too big, so I am just going to take them in at the waist. To do that, I added 2 darts in the back, but I am going to place the darts behind the belt loops so it won't be visible. To start, I'm going to seam rip the top tack, securing the belt loop. Then pinch my dart so it is in line with my belt loop before pinning it in place. Then I sewed my darts. To reduce the bulk in the waist, I am going to open up my dart by cutting it down the middle, then laid the seam allowance flat so I could re-tack my belt loop. I repeated the process on both sides and I was done. So the outcome of this is also subtle, but as you can see, it now fits my waist a lot better and the darts are not visible. Okay, so that concludes today's video. Please let me know which transformation you liked the best. I think my personal favorite was the denim top. That is just so up my alley now that I've cropped it. I will be wearing it all the time, I'm sure. And please subscribe if you would like to see more fashion DIY content, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye!